Rucker, this was first reported by your paper, by you and your colleagues. Take us through what you've learned.
Well, Nicole, the president's looking for sites to give his convention acceptance speech and is interested in doing it on the south lawn of the White House, which, of course, would break precedent. Past presidents, including George W. Bush, tried to avoid doing any sort of political activity at the White House, in part because of the Hatch Act, which prevents using federal property or federal employees for campaign purposes, although the president himself is exempt from that act. Nonetheless, the president, Trump that is, seems to be wanting to push the envelope here and do the speech there. They're also looking at other historical venues around the country for other elements of the convention week festivities, according to my colleagues' reporting. And so we'll have to see where they land on some of those decisions. But, Trump at the White House would certainly ruffle feathers, so to speak, and invite a lot of ethics complaints because it would be violating the norms in this country.
Oh, Charlie Sykes, I don't know that any more feathers to be ruffled or norms to be annihilated by Donald Trump, but he has, I don't know a more polite way to say this, screwed himself over on the mail-in vote. So let me just say it. I heard that his new campaign manager, Bill Stepien, is very concerned about the mail-in vote for Trump. A lot of older voters and a lot of people afraid of contracting coronavirus may have very well have wanted to participate in the mail-in vote, which Donald Trump has called fraudulent. So he's now trying to clean up a little bit to try to be good for his new campaign manager, Mr. Stepien, for a few days before he starts the cycle of abuse with him, too. So he's suing Nevada and telling Floridians to go ahead and vote by mail. What do you say?
Yeah, this was pretty extraordinary, where every single day it was mail-in balloting is questionable. It leads to massive fraud. Maybe we need to delay the election. And then, of course, we get that tweet today saying, except in Florida, where it's just fine, go ahead. And I do think it's exactly as you described it. People in the Republican Party are deeply worried that he's going to step on his own base, that he's going to manage ineptly to suppress his own vote. Donald Trump's instinct is that he knows he's losing. He wants to create as much chaos as possible. He's hoping to exploit the chaos rather than fix it. If there's a legitimate concern about mail-in balloting, and the experience in New York suggests there might be some legitimate concerns, he ought to be coming up with a way to fix it. He's not. But I do think that on this particular issue, you see that he's flailing around, that he's trying to set up an excuse for a defeat. He's trying to challenge the legitimacy of it. There's no principle. There's no consistency. It's what works in his benefit at any given moment. But then we've learned this about this president.
Elise Jordan, he's seeking more debates, not for a fulsome exchange of policy differences, but ostensibly because he's starved for the ratings, for the TV attention. I understand this to be an effort that Rudy Giuliani is participating in. When the debates were being negotiated between George W. Bush and Senator Kerry, it was Jim Baker, so say what you will about the gravitas drop-off there. But what do you make about what appears to be a debate gambit? I won't insult strategies by calling it a debate strategy.
Donald Trump seems really desperate right now. He is in a tough hole. He's got to get out of it. As you mentioned, he misses the high ratings and he misses his huge rallies and he misses the adulation he gets. And he has this theory that Joe Biden is going to choke in a debate against him. So he sees more debates as advantageous. The list of moderators suggested by the Trump campaign I found very interesting. Funny enough, Nicole, you weren't on it. I was shocked at the omission. And also, Jonathan Swan didn't make the cut. Chris Wallace didn't make the cut. It's just shocked. But I think that anything Donald Trump can do to claim attention, claim the spotlight, to try to continue the storyline that Joe Biden is avoiding debates, that Joe Biden might not have debates. He's saying he might boycott debates, which is not true and is a narrative that has been pushed without any sourcing, without any affirmation from the Biden campaign. And so really this is just another antic in a day of sad antics that, the country's crumbling under the weight of this pandemic.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.